50 Rules for Life from the Stoics. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Philosophy for Healing. Today we're diving deep into timeless wisdom that can truly transform your life. Have you ever felt overwhelmed, anxious, or just plain lost in the chaos of modern living? You're not alone. In this video, we're going to explore 50 Rules for Life from the Stoics. These aren't just ancient philosophies. They are practical, powerful principles that have guided some of history's greatest minds through immense challenges. Imagine finding inner peace amidst turmoil, gaining clarity when everything feels muddled, and cultivating a resilience that makes you truly unshakable. We'll uncover how to focus on what you can control, embrace adversity as an opportunity, and find genuine happiness, not in external circumstances, but within yourself. Whether you're new to Stoicism or looking for a fresh perspective, these 50 rules will offer profound insights and actionable steps to help you navigate life with greater wisdom, purpose, and calm. Get ready to embark on a journey of self-discovery and unlock the tools for a more fulfilling existence. Let's dive in. 1. Live as if you were living for the second time. Imagine you are at the end of your life, looking back. What do you regret? What did you wish you had done differently? Now you have a second chance. This rule isn't about living without fear. It's about living without regret. It forces you to choose courage over comfort, to be honest when it's hard, and to love without holding back. It makes every single moment count, because you know this time is your last chance to get it right. It's a powerful call to action. Live today like the person you wished you were yesterday. 2. Premeditate on the worst-case scenario. You can't control what happens, but you can control how prepared you are. This rule isn't about being pessimistic. It's about building an unshakable inner fortress. When you take a moment to imagine losing your job, your health, or a relationship, you realize two things. First, that you are resilient enough to survive, and second, that your fear is often far worse than the reality. By facing your anxieties head-on, you strip them of their power. This practice gives you a profound sense of calm, because you know you are ready for anything. 3. Slow down to see things clearly. Modern life is a race, and the constant rush blinds us. This Stoic rule is a radical rebellion against the chaos. When you slow down, you give your mind the space it needs to think, not just react. You notice the small blessings you might otherwise miss. You can see the true nature of a problem instead of just the immediate panic it causes. Slowing down isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign of a disciplined mind that refuses to be rushed into poor decisions. It's the key to finding peace in a chaotic world. 4. Don't seek external validation. Seek your own approval. You cannot control what others think of you, and building your life on their opinions is like building a house on sand. It's a road to endless anxiety and disappointment. The only approval that truly matters is your own. This rule challenges you to define what is good and right for you, based on your own values, not the shifting whims of the crowd. When you stop chasing validation, you reclaim your power and build a life of integrity that no one can take away from you. 5. Don't waste energy on what others think of you. Other people's opinions of you are none of your business. This isn't a sign of arrogance, it's a sign of freedom. You cannot control what anyone else thinks, and trying to is a foolish waste of your most valuable resource, your energy. This rule liberates you from the endless, exhausting game of trying to please everyone. It allows you to pour your energy into your own purpose, your own growth, and your own life. Your only job is to be true to yourself. The moment you embrace this, you become unstoppable. 6. Think before you act. In a world that rewards instant reaction, this rule is a superpower. Every hasty email, every angry comment, every impulsive decision comes from acting without thinking. The Stoics knew that true power lies in the pause. Before you respond, take a breath. Ask yourself, is this action aligned with who I want to be? This simple pause, this moment of reflection, allows you to choose a wise response over an emotional one. It's the difference between a life of impulsive reactions and a life of deliberate, powerful action. 7. Speak less so your words have more weight. In a noisy world, the person who talks the most is rarely the one who says the most. This rule teaches that power is not in shouting to be heard, but in choosing your words carefully. When you speak less, you listen more and think more deeply. Your words become valuable and heavy with meaning. It creates a powerful silence that makes people listen, not because you're loud, but because what you have to say matters. 8. Turn small inconveniences into a test of will. Modern life is designed for ultimate convenience, but every time you take the easy path, you lose a little bit of your power. This rule turns minor frustrations, like a slow internet connection or a long line at the store, into opportunities to practice mental resilience. This isn't about self-punishment, it's about building an unbreakable mind. By facing small discomforts head-on, you prepare yourself for life's inevitable, bigger challenges. 9. Ask yourself, if this happened to someone else, what would I advise them? We are often our worst critics and our worst advisors. When we face a problem, our emotions can cloud our judgment. This rule invites you to step outside your own experience and look at the situation objectively. By advising yourself as if you were helping a close friend, you can cut through the noise of your emotions and find the wisest, most logical path forward. 10. Stop complaining. Complaining is an incredible waste of energy. It doesn't solve problems. It only makes you feel more helpless. This rule challenges you to accept reality with courage and to transform the energy you would spend on complaining into action. When you stop complaining, you become more powerful and proactive. You focus on what you can change instead of what went wrong. It's a way of taking your power back from your circumstances.
11. See every criticism as a chance to improve. Most people feel attacked by criticism, but the Stoics saw it as a gift. Criticism, no matter how painful, often contains a kernel of truth. It gives you a chance to see your own blind spots. Instead of reacting defensively, embrace it with humility. Listen, learn, and use it to become a better version of yourself. 12. Practice gratitude for the small things. In a world that constantly craves more, gratitude is a powerful medicine. This rule reminds you that happiness is not a destination, but a choice. By focusing on the things you already have, a cup of coffee, a friend, a sunny day, you realize that your life is already abundant. Gratitude is an inner power that makes you feel enough, no matter what your external circumstances are. 13. Don't rush to judge others. Judging others is a dangerous habit. It not only harms them, but pollutes your own mind. This rule teaches that you never know the full story behind someone's actions. Everyone is fighting their own battles. By suspending judgment and practicing empathy, you free yourself from bitterness and cultivate a more compassionate soul. 14. Practice calmness in unexpected situations. Life is full of surprises, both good and bad. This rule is about preparing your mind for the shock. When things don't go as planned, take a deep breath and accept reality. Don't let panic take over. By practicing calmness in small moments, you build a foundation of inner peace that will help you face bigger crises with an unshakable spirit. 15. Accept what you cannot change. This is perhaps the most difficult and most freeing Stoic rule of all. Our pain often comes from fighting against reality. This rule teaches you to accept what is outside your control: death, illness, others' opinions, not with resignation, but with courage and wisdom. When you stop fighting reality, you free up energy to focus on what you can actually change, your actions and your attitude. 16. Say no to distractions. Your time is your life. Distractions, social media, mindless scrolling, endless notifications are a slow-motion thief. This rule is a call to protect your focus and your purpose. Every time you say no to something that pulls you away from your goals, you are saying yes to what truly matters. It's an act of self-respect that frees you from the tyranny of the urgent and allows you to build a life of intention. 17. Seek the truth, no matter how difficult it is. Living in denial is comfortable, but it's a prison. The Stoics were obsessed with seeing the world as it is, not as they wished it to be. This rule pushes you to face the brutal facts of your life, your flaws, and your situation. This is not about self-pity, it's about clarity. Only by seeing the truth can you begin to take effective action. The truth may hurt, but it's the only path to real freedom. 18. Focus on the present moment. Your mind is constantly pulled in two directions, the past, which is gone, and the future, which is not yet here. This endless mental time travel is the source of most anxiety. The Stoics teach that the only thing you truly have is this moment, right now. This rule is about grounding yourself in the present. Focus on the task in front of you, the person you are with, the breath you are taking. In doing so, you find a profound sense of peace and a clarity of purpose. 19. Don't let the past define you. Your past is a lesson, not a life sentence. Every mistake, every failure, every moment of weakness, it's done. This rule frees you from the weight of regret. Your identity is not what you were, it is who you choose to be today. The Stoic path is one of constant renewal. Leave the past behind, learn from it, and use that wisdom to create a better you in the present. 20. Don't let the future make you anxious. Worrying about the future is a powerful and pointless habit. The future is an unpredictable sea, and worrying about it is like trying to control the waves. This rule reminds you that all you can control are your actions in this moment. Do your best today, and you are building the best possible future. The more you focus on the present, the less power the fear of the future has over you. 21. Be a student of your own life. Your life is your greatest teacher. This rule encourages you to approach every experience, good or bad, with a curious and open mind. Don't just live through your days, learn from them. What did that argument teach you about yourself? What did that challenge reveal about your strength? When you become a student of your own life, every moment holds a valuable lesson. 22. Listen more than you speak. We were given 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. This rule is about valuing the wisdom of others. When you truly listen, you not only learn more, but you also show respect and empathy. It's a powerful act that builds stronger connections and gives you a clearer perspective. Listening is a quiet strength that gives you an immense advantage in every conversation. 23. Don't fear being alone. In a world obsessed with constant connection, loneliness is seen as a flaw. But the Stoics knew that time alone is a gift. This rule teaches you to find comfort in your own company. Solitude is where you can reflect, recharge, and truly get to know yourself without the noise of the world. Don't fear being alone. Learn to love it, because it's where your inner growth happens. 24. Value your time more than money. Money can be lost and gained. Time is a finite resource that is always running out. This rule is a brutal reminder to be a conscious spender of your time. Don't trade your minutes for things that don't matter. Invest them in your values, your relationships, and your purpose. When you see your time as your most precious currency, you will stop wasting it and start living a more meaningful life. 25. Embrace failure as part of the learning process. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's a necessary part of it. This rule helps you reframe your relationship with mistakes. Every setback, every wrong turn is just a piece of data. It shows you what doesn't work. Instead of feeling defeated, see it as a chance to course correct. The Stoics knew that failure is a teacher that makes you stronger, smarter, and more resilient.
26. Don't rely on emotions to make decisions. Emotions are like a wild horse, powerful, but you don't want them in the driver's seat. This rule teaches that decisions made in anger, fear, or sadness are almost always a mistake. True wisdom comes from a calm, rational mind. Practice a moment of quiet reflection before acting on a strong feeling. Your goal isn't to kill your emotions, but to master them, so you can make choices that serve your highest self. 27. Become unshakable in the face of others' words. Words are just air. The power they hold over you is the power you give them. This rule challenges you to build an inner fortress that is immune to praise and criticism. When someone insults you, they are simply revealing their own state of mind. When you are praised, remember it's just an opinion. By refusing to be moved by what others say, you become an unbreakable force in your own life. 28. Do what is right, not what is easy. The easy path is always a temptation, but it often leads to a life of compromise and regret. This rule is a call to courage. It reminds you that the only way to build integrity is to choose the difficult but right action. Your character is forged in those small, tough moments when no one is watching. By consistently choosing what is right, you become a person of true strength and virtue. 39. Look your fears in the eye. Fear is a dark, shape-shifting monster. It grows bigger the more you run from it. This rule is about the brutal practice of facing your fears head-on. Don't hide from them, expose them to the light. Write them down. Think about them. When you see them for what they are, often just illusions, they lose their grip on you. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's the willingness to act in spite of it. 30. Refuse to be a slave to unhealthy desires. Desire promises happiness, but delivers chains. This rule is about self-liberation. It challenges you to recognize which desires serve you and which desires control you. The thirst for more money, more likes, more pleasure. These are endless cycles that leave you feeling empty. True freedom comes from not needing what the world says you must have. When you master your desires, you become truly free. 31. Remind yourself of your core values. In a world filled with noise and 1,000 competing demands, it's easy to lose your way. This rule is your internal compass. It's a call to pause and ask, what truly matters to me? Integrity? Compassion? Courage? When you know your core values, every decision becomes clearer. You stop living a scattered life and start living a life that is aligned with your deepest principles. This is the foundation of a life without regret. 32. Live a life of purpose. The Stoics believed that a life without purpose is a life without meaning. This isn't about finding some grand cosmic destiny. It's about giving your daily actions a higher purpose. Your work isn't just a job, it's a way to contribute. Your relationships aren't just a social habit, they're a way to practice kindness. This rule challenges you to infuse every moment with intention, turning the ordinary into the extraordinary. 33. Be kind to unkind people. This might be the hardest rule of all, but it's also the most powerful. When someone is unkind, they are revealing their own internal suffering. Reacting with anger just fuels the fire. This rule teaches you to respond with compassion. When you choose kindness over revenge, you reclaim your power. You are not letting their actions control you. You are acting with a strength that comes from within. 34. Practice forgiveness. Forgiveness is not a gift you give to others. It's a gift you give to yourself. Holding on to anger and resentment is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. This rule frees you from the emotional chains of bitterness. Forgiveness doesn't mean you forget or excuse the action. It means you choose to let go of the anger so you can move forward with a clear mind. 35. Don't obsess over what you lack. The grass is always greener on the other side. This is a powerful antidote to modern-day envy. Social media is designed to make you feel like you're missing out, but the Stoics knew that true happiness comes from appreciating what you have, not from wanting what you don't. By focusing on your own abundance, you break free from the trap of comparison and find peace in your own life. 36. Take 100% responsibility for your life. Blaming others for your problems gives them power over you. This is a brutal but liberating truth. This rule challenges you to own your life completely, your successes, your failures, and everything in between. It's not about self-blame, it's about self-empowerment. When you take full responsibility, you become the author of your own story, not just a character in someone else's. 37. Learn to accept death as a natural part of life. We spend so much time running from the thought of death, but the Stoics embraced it. This isn't about being morbid, it's about finding the motivation to live fully. When you accept that life is finite, you stop wasting it on things that don't matter. It clarifies your priorities and gives a profound sense of urgency to every moment.
Number 38. Don't bother about what others achieve. Comparison is the thief of joy. This rule teaches you to run your own race. Your path is unique, and comparing yourself to others is a pointless and painful exercise. Focus on your own growth, your own progress, and your own virtues. The only person you should be better than is the person you were yesterday. Number 39. Seek security from within, not without. Most people build their sense of security on things that can be taken away: money, status, relationships. But the Stoics knew that true security comes from your inner character. This rule challenges you to build a fortress of virtue, wisdom, and resilience within yourself. When your peace comes from within, you can lose everything else and still be whole. Number 40. Live as if you have nothing to lose. This is the ultimate freedom. The more you are attached to things, your reputation, your wealth, your comfort, the more you have to lose. This rule is about living with a fierce and fearless sense of detachment. When you aren't afraid to lose, you're free to act with courage, to take risks, and to live with a boldness that most people never experience. It's an act of radical liberation. Number 41. Live as if you have nothing to lose. This is the ultimate freedom. The more you are attached to things, your reputation, your wealth, your comfort, the more you have to lose. This rule is about living with a fierce and fearless sense of detachment. When you aren't afraid to lose, you're free to act with courage, to take risks, and to live with a boldness that most people never experience. It's an act of radical liberation. Number 42. Don't seek happiness in fleeting pleasures. Pleasure is like salt water. The more you drink, the thirstier you get. This rule is a brutal reminder that lasting happiness is not found in temporary highs.
not in a new purchase, a quick fix, or a fleeting moment of social approval. True contentment comes from within, from living a virtuous life and doing what is right. It's a deep, quiet joy that can't be bought or taken away. Number 43, get a little stronger every day. You don't need to be a hero to build an incredible life. This rule is a call to consistency over intensity. The Stoics knew that every small act of courage, every small choice to be disciplined adds up. Don't wait for a grand challenge to prove yourself. Get up a little earlier. Read one more page. Do one more rep. These small daily victories are how you forge an unbreakable spirit. Number 44, always keep your promises. Your word is your bond. In a world where commitments are easily broken, this rule sets you apart. It is a fundamental act of integrity and self-respect. When you keep your promises, you build trust with others, and more importantly, you build trust with yourself. It's the foundation of a life lived with honor and consistency. Number 45, don't just live for yourself. A life lived only for personal gain is a small, empty one. This rule expands your purpose beyond yourself. The Stoics believed we're all part of a larger human community, and our duty is to contribute to it. Find a way to serve others, to use your strengths to make the world a better place. The more you give, the more meaning you find. Number 46, help others without expecting anything in return. The truest form of giving is done without expectation of a reward. This rule frees you from the trap of transactional relationships. Help others because it is the right thing to do, not because you hope to get something back. The reward is in the act itself, the quiet satisfaction of knowing you have done good, which is a treasure that can't be bought. Number 47, don't blame others for your mistakes. Blame is a poison that keeps you stuck. This rule is about radical honesty and self-ownership. It's an easy habit to point the finger, but when you do, you give away your power. By owning your mistakes, you gain the clarity to learn from them and the strength to correct them. It's the first step on the path to true growth. Number 48, practice mental silence. In our loud, chaotic world, our minds are constantly buzzing. This rule is an invitation to find stillness. Practice meditation, or simply take a moment to be quiet, to listen to your thoughts without getting lost in them. This isn't about clearing your mind completely, but about observing it with a calm detachment. In this silence, you find clarity and inner peace. Number 49. Find beauty in the ordinary. Most people are waiting for a grand event to feel alive. This rule challenges you to find wonder in the small, everyday moments, the warmth of a cup of tea, the changing light of the sky, a simple conversation. The world is full of beauty if you're willing to slow down and look. When you learn to appreciate the ordinary, your entire life becomes extraordinary. Number 50. Master yourself to be free. This is the ultimate summary of the Stoic path. Freedom is not about doing whatever you want. It's about being free from your own destructive impulses, your own anxiety, and your own fears. When you master your mind, you are the true ruler of your own life. You are not a slave to your emotions or the opinions of others. You are free. And in that freedom, you find true peace. Well, there you have it. 50 powerful rules for life, straight from the Stoics. I hope this video has given you more than just a list. I hope it sparked a new way of thinking, a new path forward. Remember, Stoicism isn't about being emotionless. It's about being in control of your emotions. It's about understanding that while you can always choose what happens to you, you can always choose how you respond.
These rules are tools, and the real power comes from putting them into practice every single day. Don't feel like you have to master all 50 at once. Just pick one rule that resonates with you and focus on it this week. Whether it's practicing gratitude, focusing on what you can control, or simply taking a moment to breathe before you react, every small step is a victory. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. If this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Philosophy for Healing for more content that can help you live a more peaceful and purposeful life. What's one rule you're going to start with? Let me know in the comments below. I'll see you in the next video. Be well.